Welcome back to Pumped on Life podcast, and today we're going to talk about the power of belief.
Hell yeah.
Because, you know, it feeds right up, because we just got done with our Know Your Why podcast, so we thought this one would go great with it.
Yeah.
And like we always do, we start off with a quote. Here's one that we heard from Ed Milet. We respect Ed. If you're out there listening, Ed, hit us up. Just kidding. Don't take your dreams for granted. They are a preview of your destiny. I love it because it just feeds right into the power of belief. Do you want to talk about power of belief a little bit?
I'm gonna let you lead it off, and then I'll get in.
Okay. So, you guys know how we talked about last time of like know your why, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a thing that I've actually been kind of like thinking about, and when I do my talks and stuff, something that dawned on me finally forever is it really doesn't matter. Like, we can know our why and all this stuff and think about it, but if you remember on our last one, me and Rachel were sharing of what we were doing. That also fed into this subject that's so big deal to me, and that is believing you can do it and believing that you can achieve it. Because you know what? If you don't believe it, your why's not going to mean shit. Sorry, but it's not going to mean anything. Because if you don't believe you can do it, why are you going to get up and say your why? Why are you going to work on finding your why? Because you're not going to believe you can achieve something great or achieve your transformation, then why even worry about your why? Because there's a lot of people out there, the reason they can't find their why is it's one simple thing. They don't believe they can achieve what they're out to achieve. So why the hell would they be able to find their why? They're not going to be able to.
No.
Like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You got to believe that you can do it. You have to believe that you can take the steps appropriately to get to where you are. Like, it goes hand in hand with your why. You have to get up every morning, say in front of the mirror what you believe you can accomplish, what you believe you can do, all that stuff. And then that's what's going to feed into your why. And then that's why the power of belief, in all honesty, of the human race is one of the most important, like, powerful things ever. Because if you look at everything, think of all those things that have been accomplished in this world. And if it wasn't for the power of belief, none of it would happen. None of it.
I know. It's another quote. So, whatever the mind believes, you will achieve. Right?
Yep.
So, if you don't believe you can do something, you're not going to do it. I mean, what was that? You told me a story the other day of Bruce right now is in show prep, and I believe you were talking to Heidi about that you want to place, right? And
Yes.
the power of belief of what she said. Like, if you believe you're not going to.
Yeah. So dude,
Okay.
that's a great example.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah.
So I was texting her and being like, I don't think I'm going to be ready. I don't think I'm going to be ready for the show. I don't think I'm going to be ready for the show. And she finally just responded, which was a great response, is, you're right. If you say you're not going to be ready for the show, then you're not going to be ready for the show.
Yeah.
And that's what also, like we talked about being real, like if I ever want a place in one of these shows, I have to believe it. Because until I do believe that, until I believe I can look chiseled and all that stuff, I'm always just going to get up there and just be there. But in order for me to put together a solid, one of the best preps ever, I have to believe I'm getting on stage and believe it wholeheartedly that I'm going to win.
Right.
And I have not, and in all honesty, I've not hit that point. But lately, because of this, like talking about this and working on this myself, I feel like the last few weeks, I finally am like, wow, I'm starting to achieve this. I'm starting to do this. And then therefore, it's fueling all my decisions. Like, fueling saying no to food, no of like getting my workouts in, knowing my why like we talked about. It's fueling all those things now. So now it's like the why is just coming up as just natural. So like
The power of belief feeds into your why.
Yes.
Yeah, they feed into each other.
And how do you find your power of belief? Like probably one of you guys are like, okay, I believe it, but how am I supposed to find it?
Well, not only that, I think they're sitting there thinking, because Bruce, I know we've both been in that place where we have wanted something different in our lives, but we just didn't believe that it could happen for us. And I know so that there's somebody sitting out there right now and they're thinking like, yeah, like I want this in my life, but every time I go to think about me being, 100 pounds lighter or 50 pounds lighter or having the job of my dreams or like all of these things, I don't truly believe that I can get there, and I don't know how to get past that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean, we've been there. So how do we get past that?
So how we get past that is steps. You have to take steps. Like it's little tiny steps each and every way. It's not a big step. It's a little step. It's like I would need to, like for the show, for instance, I need to get my meals prepped. And I need to say, today is what I'm focusing on. And I'm going to stick to my nutrition for one day. I'm going to stick to it for today. And boom, I did it. So then I wake up the next day, I'm like, oh, wait. Things start to go off because it's like, okay, maybe I can do this. And then another element comes in your life and you're like, I'm going to get through this. I'm going to be able to get through this. And it's little tiny steps. And then that turns into a huge step. And then when you achieve something that is phenomenal, that is just awesome to you, it doesn't matter if it's phenomenal to anybody else.
Right.
But if it's phenomenal to you, an accomplishment to you that you thought forever that you could never accomplish, then the belief of doing other things just starts exploding.
Yeah.
Like, right? You're right. You're with me on that 100%.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and I love how you said it. It doesn't have to be important or exciting to anybody else. It has to make you excited, and you have to feel proud of that. Mm-hmm. And like everything that we are talking about here on any of these, this can be applied again to any part of your life. For me, I always say, like, man, before I became a coach for Chris and Heidi, I would be like, man, I'm not the best trainer on the planet. I do not claim to be. I don't claim to be the most knowledgeable or any of those things. But what I do have is I have a strong belief. And with that belief comes a very strong why. And those two together are so extremely powerful that, would your thought of having that dream job that you've always wanted, you have to have that strong belief that no matter, you can't be thinking about the other people out there who could be better than you. You got to just believe in yourself without a doubt that you are worthy, that you are capable. And with that, again, a strong why to power that thing up. And I truly believe that is how I came into the place of working with you, working with Chris and Heidi,
no doubt.
My fitness festival of like pouring that into it was just an idea, but being able to explode it into what it is now, it truly came from a strong belief in my why in life and my belief in myself. So
exactly, and it's saying it. It's not. It's saying it with a passion and excitement, like the fitness festival that Rachel. She just said it, and she envisioned it. She didn't just say it and then be like, okay, what's going to happen? No, she started to envision it, started to write things down, put steps. How am I going to accomplish this now? Is it going to take hard work? Yes. And is there times where your belief is going to be like hit? No question. Like there's going to be times where it's like, oh man, maybe this isn't going to happen. But it's what you do right after that literally magnifies it, like that keeps you going. And then that's what makes it so great when you freaking accomplish it. Like my biggest one was Epic Weekend. I proclaimed to Chris in his dream three years ago, I think it was, I said, someday I'm going to create this weekend where people are going to come in from all over the world. They're going to be on their different fitness journeys, and I'm going to make it the greatest time of their life. And like, he looked at me and was like, yeah, I actually do believe it. And I was like, yeah, even my own wife, when I first did it, was like, I don't think people are just going to come in. And I was like, watch, they're going to come in. And now it's grown and grown and grown to where it is now. I mean, we've gone from 10 to 13 people in it. And then within a year now, we're at 100 people. And literally coming and flying the world in from in the world. Yeah. And now it's a you can't miss event. So, yeah. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah. Yes, we do know. And
we do know.
We're going to give them the what can you work on right now to help start creating this belief in your life? Because guess what, you guys? It's a practice.
Still.
It's a practice day
Still.
in and day out. Oh yeah. Day in and day out. I mean, there are days I'm working on my belief hard.
Hard.
Yeah. So part of it is writing these things down. So we always write things down because that's how, when you write things down, you can give something power or you can take away its power. And we'll talk about how you take away something's power by writing it down. It's identifying things in your life. But writing down, what are the beliefs that you want in your life? What is it that you want in your life? And what is the belief? And then also writing it in a way of like, I am. Like, not I will.
I am.
No. I am. I have. It's like you've already accomplished it. And you're going to write these things down every single day. You're going to get up and Goggins talks about his mirror, right?
Yeah, the accountability mirror.
The accountability mirror. And
No
staying
question.
in the accountability mirror of speaking your beliefs to yourself, like Bruce said, every single day. So the first step we want you to do is we want you to write down your beliefs and what are those. And again, you're not writing them as like you will. You're writing them as if you've already, like I am, or that you've already accomplished them. And you're going to write those things down every single day. You're going to get up and you're going to look in the mirror every morning and you're going to repeat those things loud.
Out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'll tell you right now, just to speak of that, when you're writing it down and you say it in front of the mirror, you know what's going to pop into your head? That non-belief. So that's where you're instantly going to be tested.
Mm-hmm.
So identify that. Identify that right away when you're like writing it down. And if all of a sudden you're like, actually, I don't know if I can. Why do we always jump to that side of belief? Like, we always are willing to believe the side that doesn't believe we can do it, but we can. So,
Yeah.
boom.
All right.
All right.
Our belief.
Thanks, guys. We're out.